Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. We are once again back with Midweek Point and Click, episode 6 of Disco Elysium. How you doing, Steve?
Not bad. Hopefully my monitor's coming through. My sound's coming through, I mean.
The gauges looks like it is. We'll have to use Tongs as a guinea pig. So just a little bit of inside baseball. The reason why we're a couple of minutes late is OBS and Discord basically prevented Steve from coming through. So I've had to do some workarounds. So Steve, just give them tell them about your day. What did you do today? Steve, what did you do today?
That was a frustrating... Oh, did I not come through then?
No, you did not. No,
okay,
you did.
So I've waited a big filth bag comment. Yeah, today was a frustrating day at work. Nothing went right until the very end, but I put a build out and everything seems okay until tomorrow when everything breaks.
Excellent. Well, that's tomorrow's issue, hey?
Yep.
Awesome. Well,
What about you?
Today, did pretty much nothing at all, really. Yeah, didn't get up too much. I'm still waiting on on whether I've been given a job or not. I've gone through a lot of interviews and we're still waiting to see what's what with that. So all I did was really wash the car and go for a walk and stuff like that. Washing the car is very therapeutic though. I love doing it. And I'm sure that Lisa loves dirtying the car, so it's kind of like a match. Tongs, how you doing? Hope you're well. Now that the chat is big and bulky, I can see your text perfectly. Is Steve coming through okay before we begin? I'll do a recap in a second. I've also put out little pictures over the portraits. It makes it a little bit easier to see what's what. Makes it more clear. All right, cool, excellent. So the recap, basically what we've done, there's only two big ticket items that we did. First one is these beautiful boots that I'm wearing. We stole them off the dead body. I had to wait until Kim was asleep, and then we snuck down and we tried to get them off the body. They wouldn't come at first, but we gave it a good old twist and off the boots came. And then we came into the kitchen.
I usually don't come first unless someone gives me a little twist.
Fucking Steve. But then we took the boots to where the chef is at the top. You can see him in the kitchen. And we washed all the muck out of the boots. And we put them on to Kim's disgust. He won't even acknowledge that we're wearing them. That's how disgusted he is.
Yeah, let's imagine there was just like a brief look down and then just this minor sigh. And then nothing spoken after that.
Exactly. We also found a pawn shop, which is great. And that's PAWN, not PORN. And we bought a few things. We bought a tape deck and we sold
Steve
some
once
wheels.
again lives up to his name as the Filth Bag Pirate.
He does indeed, Tongs. He does. So we traded some mag wheels that Kim was carrying in his boot, and he gave us a whole lot of money, and we were able to pay off our debt to this old fella over here. Hang on, it doesn't look like. Is my mouse connected? There it is. This fella over here. So he's kind of happy with this now, which is great. Then this crew here, these guys have admitted to killing the guy that was hung up by his neck. And we ended last stream with actually talking to them and getting killed. Which was a way to go, that's for sure. So I think what we'll do is have a conversation with them in a second. Just to try and get through that dialogue option. But before we do, there's a chef in here. Maybe he can give us a bit of insight on how to open the blue door. Tomatoes are thinly sliced so you can see through them. You found a tomato, Steve?
Yeah. It's just neither here nor there. Neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Ugh. Smoking in the kitchen.
As you step in,
Get
he
Gordon
nods
Ramsay to come
toward
over.
the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
Grancy. So I guess this little accent here, I've never even seen an A that looks like this. Has an N sound to it.
Mhm.
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy, Quebec. Sounds representative.
Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
We need to know about the borscht. Yeah.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question.
Oh, we're going to just try and guess what it is?
He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
All right, Steve, what are we saying? What are we saying that's cool?
Yes, nothing there's cool. Truth be told, sorry, I don't understand you. If that was an option, just yes, nod is usually the way you
So what are you choosing?
handle not understanding. Sorry, I don't understand you.
Okay.
Just one word.
Pretty straightforward. Rather than
Sounds
cool.
quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Oh, okay. That doesn't work. What are we choosing next?
Yes, nod.
Borscht need more vodka?
Ooh.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht!
Oh.
I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
We can't do it. We can't. I feel that we've gone this far to be sober. We can't start drinking. What do you think?
But wait, borscht is cooked, right?
I don't know what borscht is. It says a borscht sausage or something,
I'm
wasn't
not
it?
exactly sure. The
Turning
one thing
it
with
up
cooking
seems
alcohol
like a
is that the
dangerous
alcohol is
idea,
destroyed when you cook it.
honestly. The place
So
is
it's
a
only for
paradise.
flavoring.
I guess it
A lot of
depends if he
people
just wants to have a drink with it or whether he's going to pour it in there.
Yeah, like if you pour it in after it's finished cooking, then it'd probably be alcoholic, but
No vodka.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns
Some
the
XP.
stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
I have soup. It looks like a stew. Oh, it's that red soup. I think I've seen it before, not in real life, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it looks like a stew of raspberries.
Oh, okay. Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is this true?
The mention of manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
You've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Okay. So... no borscht for us. Let's have a look at this again. We could probably try the shipping container as well.
Still door with
Alright. Time to speak to these guys. We'll do a quick save beforehand now that we've spoken. This is going to be brutal.
Over here.
Oh, we didn't save it after talk to her.
Let me handle this.
Because she's the lawyer.
Yeah.
You seem a little different
Oh, we
today.
went through all this with her, but I
Less
guess
hospitable.
we didn't
You
save
are
it.
far from home, lieutenants. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener.
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
I'm in no trouble. I'm here to do my job is all.
not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
I do.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez
Okay.
does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We
Oof.
will make an arrest if we have to.
You get us killed, Kim.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want you to talk to? No, what if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance,
Okay, fair enough.
officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive, you make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys.
Oof.
You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
Uh-oh.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
What do you reckon, Steve? I'm thinking number 4. I can't tell if you're not talking, Steve, or you're thinking.
Sorry, thinking. I'm reading them all because it's a lot of text.
Okay,
Yeah, 4, I think.
let's do it.
Look, a
It's less
comedian.
antagonistic.
Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Okay, let's talk to him. In fact, you make a good point. Let's save it after that conversation, because that was, we don't have to do that again if we get killed.
Yeah.
This is where you say your bit.
See, that there sounds like David Hayter, but the rest doesn't.
Yeah.
Detective,
I think it's just the way he says that line mixed with his voice, rather than his voice altogether.
We need to talk about the man at the back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
So it's like,
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me
This cat.
understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
Hey, Richard.
Shit.
would it be going around in these fancy shoes if we didn't pull him down?
That's true.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Quiet, you.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Let's scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian. In his late 30s, early 40s.
I would say he looks in his 50s.
A symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters loss, loss. Has he tried to burn it off? Leave that life behind? And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick.
He's got a big
Wide
dick.
at the shoulders and lean at the
If you're
hips.
looking too closely.
Rugby cap.
Yeah.
Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowan Club. A little patch below it reads, T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
Who's Eugene? Oh, hang on. It's talking about Eugene. It sounds like... That's weird.
Let's call this one the musician.
And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
Think these are our guys, Steve?
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing. The odd soul?
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Let's see. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? This one? Ooh.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
Might not be her, but
Not
we'll
too
go with
talking
best.
here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy.
Hardy
It's a
girl.
she, and you don't like us talking about her?
You get us killed, Kim.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Wow.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Okay. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why are your boot prints all over the scene?
You mean these boots?
Yes.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him.
Hanged.
By the neck.
Okay.
Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead.
They're dock workers, you can't expect
That's
them to have good
why
grammar.
our prints are all over the scene.
This, I think number 2 would be a little bit too forward. I'm gonna go with 1.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Death of 1,000 cuts. Tongs. Which decision we're going to go with? Number 4. Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
He stepped out alive.
Okay.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
The kind of mercenary that wears these boots?
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you know he was Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Oof, okay.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
It's just as bad as our character.
As bad as us, and
It just gets fucking wasted and then tells everyone a bunch of shit they shouldn't.
Totally.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Is it? Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what else did he do?
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one.
Okay.
Harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grab one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel like we should be the 8th Hardy Boy. But this guy.
He grabbed
But
someone.
then this is their testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Reckon you'd ever try that during karaoke?
Which part?
They're going someone slagging, saying, "Show me your C word."
Nope. Nope.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Well, we're going to have to start getting some testimonies elsewhere.
Yeah, me and Eugene got around. Aren't you fucking listening?
Okay.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Okay.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with
Verdant
you
Tree, how you
criminals.
doing?
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Okay. At least he's not killing us.
That's an improvement.
Yeah, exactly. When... When did the hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
Okay.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long have you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that.
Come on, you knew what I meant.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
Quiet.
We didn't ask him.
He came
Ask you
around
when you
about 3
started
weeks
drinking with
ago
him. We
when
asked
that
how
Pines
long you
cow
knew him.
first sailed into town. Happy?
I am happy.
By
3 weeks.
the Pines Cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
Okay.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify.
Shush you.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Okay.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
We can't risk... Oh, we've got 3 morale points. This one...
With these guys, this can end in the shooting if we stuff up. Why not just be a morale hit?
Okay, let's have a look. Wasn't he a trained killer? How'd you overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar.
Okay.
It happened right here.
Ooh. Shanky
Not
might be
bad.
light. Who's Shanky?
The guy that just spoke, the little
Oh, yeah,
the
him.
Captain Obvious guy. Yeah.
That is pretty low. That is pretty
It
low.
went higher though after he
Did. Got 10%. Oh,
But it's still pretty
9%. Yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Like what, Copper?
Enough information to start corroborating stuff.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
Okay.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
She's a party pooper.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Verdant Tree? Which one? Uno momento. No worries. Okay. What'd you have at dinner, Steve?
I'd say 2 as well, because you want to try and reduce her power.
Yep.
I like one of those pasta bake thingamajigs from the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you fucking think does?
Let's see.
They're just cooked in the oven.
Ooh, the big dick. If we do the big dick, it could be he could get sort of angry that he wasn't mentioned and say who it is, potentially.
Yeah, because it seems like an apprentice, like a new person they're considering. But maybe they are. With that, the fact that we got it wrong might get him to try and practice, like the impulse to correct someone when they say something wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Getting
thinking.
information.
I'm going to go with that one for that reason.
Titus, no one was thinking.
That there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus won't let him.
No. Fuck no! The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. Right. Fucking here.
Nice.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations.
Okay, that's it. Conclusion.
That night, they acted as one. That's all. Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
Tell us what to fucking do.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Okay.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we are going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
That's just too low, and that will fucking kill us. Okay.
Hey, sometimes.
Sometimes, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, this is our first time going through, and it is pretty great. I'm going to quickly save it here because that was a big convo. We are sort of like fumbling around without direction to a point, but we seem to solve a few things, so that's good.
I haven't had many decisions about that.
Yeah, is there a way you can
I
check?
think there was one. Oh, there was the thing that we avoided, which is...
Being racist.
You know that it was like a star sign? No, it was what type of cop are you?
Oh, yeah, with the super cop. Super cool cop.
Oh, there was that one, but there was another one... Because it's one that I think I made the decision to reject it. It's like a fortune teller told us.
Mm-hmm.
But we did the superstar.
We did. Yep.
Yeah, the sorry cop. But we rejected it.
Hmm. All right, let's see. Let's check our log because we've got a bunch of things. Prove your authority.
The only thing that's been dodged is we haven't made much decisions, but we're sort of seeing the power plays. But we have accepted money from the union leader.
It's only $20 though.
Yeah, that's still kind of a little bit dodgy.
Keep searching for the caller. Find a way into the secret passage. Sing karaoke. Now we want to do this, but we just don't know where our record is. Get the key from Weasel's door from Manana. Okay, let's do that. We can focus on that. Don't think you have the guts to play full racist Harry? Yeah, there's something just like...
Well, yeah, we've been uncomfortable with some of the racist characters, the NPCs.
Totally.
I had a thought this week. It's a little bit depressing though. I wish I should say it.
Thank you so much for the follow.
You know the union leader?
Could it be?
The big strong guy that's constantly talking about racist race theory?
Just your imagination.
I was thinking, what if there was like someone tracked down, like a journalist had to track down the Techno Viking and interviewed him and the same spiel came out of him?
Hmm.
How depressing would that be?
Yeah, for sure.
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched. Right?
Who's Lena? Forget.
It's like something tickles your ear.
Of course, sometimes as well, the way we do it here is everyone gets to have input in the decisions. So when something comes up, we'll just choose someone randomly in the chat, and then you get to choose how things are affected. So our playthrough is not one individual; it's a group playthrough.
Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of the industrial harbour, the traffic. But, admittedly, there is a high-pitched noise somewhere there too. But then, isn't there always?
Yeah, if you absolutely want to make a decision, you can overrule someone by just spending those.
Two.
Yeah, all right. Listen closely first.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species.
Okay.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing.
Jesus.
That's a filthbag Steve comment right there.
I would never say something like that.
No.
But just like
I
that
don't
sentence
hear the
took a
Koldoma
turn.
Madakwa, and neither do you.
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf. Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone.
No,
There's
please come
no
back.
running just the sound of the streets. Keep your ears peeled then.
Ooh, a thought gained.
If the species really has migrated
Oh,
to
that's the
Montanez,
cryptid, isn't it?
you're sure to hear it again.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Totally up to you. All right, we've got this thought. I don't think we've got a slot to internalize, so maybe next time we level up, we'll get another slot. 7 hours though. Whew. All right, I think we need to go speak to Manana, who is over here. One of the things we did do sometimes is when confronted by the super huge, bulky, massive racist, we took him out like the trash on a Tuesday. We did a spin kick and then an uppercut and he was out. It was good.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett says you're the key to the door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm not really doing this for political reasons.
Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Think, what you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse.
Yep, we found the door.
Behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else you would know about the task? This weasel person. When he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
I'm not working for him.
Who he is and
You
what they're
can't,
fighting
you can't
for.
pick up someone's check and
This is
claim that you're not
interesting.
working for someone.
Sure I can. I stole it.
Ask him about the Hardy.
Oh, actually, this is good, yeah.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Alright. Quickly want to go see... Do you remember the shipping container? Hopefully we can actually try that again. I wonder if...
Persuasion's gone up.
What's that?
If our persuasion's gone up.
Yeah, how do I actually activate this?
Your race descent has temporarily
Ooh, we're not doing that.
halted, but you will fall again.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
We're all
In addition,
part of the Union.
These so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their
The Hardy
company
Boys were
is
effeminate.
spiritually degraded. The Hardy Manlets are on the
Manlets.
pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone.
Can we go tell him that
And
he
I
said
do
that?
this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminars. Now leave me be.
What do you?
I must luxuriate.
I think tattoos was one of the quests. What are the tattoos meant to mean? Oh, maybe it's the body actually.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble
Still took him out,
to
though.
permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
I'm gonna say nothing. That's too much.
Silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
And we gave this guy a big deal.
Oh. Huh. I forget how to get to some of these locations, you know? Maybe through here?
Yeah, probably.
Nope, this is the office. Thought we checked all these. Please be money.
The file cabinet stands at the drawer.
No, we have.
Oh, okay. That probably makes his features make a bit more sense.
Okay. We could also ask the innkeeper about who the 8th, or who the girl is that was assaulted, if they were assaulted. Quickly see if we can sell anything.
The tear machine stands in the your bottles clunk into
30
the
cents.
and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo?
No.
You should buy more
Electrochemistry, shush.
Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
That's a good point, Tongs.
Yes, it could be.
That would give them more incentive to actually kill the guy.
Murder the dude, yeah.
Trying to think of who the main players are of the ladies as well. There is the what was her name?
What was
the girl that hates us?
I mean, that's a large list at this point.
You know the
Do you
one
mean,
that
like, the
doesn't.
rebel?
She quit. That one.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvie. Yeah, that's it. Sylvie. It could be Sylvie, potentially. I'm going to go in and quickly talk to the...
What was the foot thing that the 8th one had? I forget, was it like a...
One worn soul.
Limp? One worn soul.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually.
Likely from a limp?
Yeah, but then we don't really ever see people walking. They're always sort of stationary.
Yeah, but then... Might be someone who would have talked about
Can I
something who would
help
have suggested they have a limp.
Okay.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Well, I can go in the kitchen. I've done that already. Why is the phone dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
Who is Lena? Is this Lena? Yeah, because she's the one that wanted to go and make the phone call to her husband.
Yeah. You had fake memories. Like, I thought of her when I thought of the word
Fine,
Lena.
yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring.
She reminds me of the log
Shortly
lady
after
from
the
Twin
hanging,
Peaks.
But I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
I'm not going to say it was me then.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe there's something pertinent.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that.
But we
if you
can
must.
we can go in
Look
there.
through anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, hang on. Did that just have a
Can I help you?
bill? No, I'm not going to worry about the bill for now. We've almost got enough for 3 days. I wonder if we can call the cops now and mention the dude's name. Sometimes we actually also tried to... Oh, there's that girl. We tried to shoot Kuno S because they mocked us for missing. And we shot the body.
And she totally called our bluff, and we looked like more pathetic than we were.
Yeah.
We looked pretty pathetic in their eyes.
Oh, that would be cool, as. She deserves it.
I would have missed though. Couldn't even shoot the dead body.
What if Kuno S
What
is
chance
the
would we have of shooting a small kid?
Yeah. What if she's the 8th lady?
Kuno S.
Alright.
It's like, yeah, don't tell the cops. Oh, I can't do a voice.
I don't know, Steve, it sounded pitch perfect.
Look.
I'm gonna quickly go to the cop car. Of course, if you guys have, you know, places you want us to check, let us know. We're all in this together. I mean, that's obviously the next place we need to go to advance that quest, but... Gee, our boots look good, though.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers.
Oh shit. Accidentally clicked.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
Someone said it was
the
game
soft
over if
glow
you shoot
of the
Kuno
fuel
S.
preheater
Kuno S,
gauge.
right?
Yeah, I think Verdantry looked it up.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Is there anything we could ask Sylvie? I think so.
Just a second, officer.
She could probably corroborate the what the dudes were saying.
Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello?
Hi Sylvie, it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
I guess not, and we're definitely not asking to grab a cup of coffee.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the...
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Right.
10-4, come in.
This is nothing we can talk about. Okay.
Fireworker. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Okay. There was also... Oh man. It's been such a long time since we've gone into these places. I'm going the old-fashioned way because I can't remember how to get in otherwise. We could, if you remember correctly, we could buy a map for 90 cents. I wonder if that's worth doing.
I wonder if that's fast travel. But do we find some sort of fast travel in the menus?
I don't think so. Remember how we lifted this in one go? We succeeded and we were super badass. Oh.
Should have done that before we tried to punch Kuno.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Fair point. Totally obvious.
Now let's get to it.
Some areas are in...
Yeah, we already know that. Okay, let's see. We want to get rid of... I guess we don't need the bag today. Yes. Oh, we could have gone the other way. Okay, I know.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Yeah, stealing the boots was our best thing so far, I think.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles.
Will we be able to stand up to Kim this time?
I hope so.
You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad.
Smear your
pulsing
cheeks
through
with black coal.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
I am the reincarnation of an ancient Emirian warrior.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
No, you're a proud warrior.
Oh, there's no option. I want to keep it. Can we just... Damn.
Thank you.
Look for a secret option.
Where were we?
Gotta go upstairs because there's still that shutter with people on the other side. Here we go.
As before, an iron safety curtain curves before your eyes. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
I'm really worried that if we knock even harder, it's going to hurt us.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it. All right, cool. Let's go open up the Weasel's hatch then. If there's anything that anyone else wants us to do, let us know, yeah? Whoops. More just like, if we come across it, it's fine. But if we look like we're actually stuck on something, maybe just nudge in the right direction. Like, hey, maybe you should go talk to this person or whatever it might be. Why can't we get out here? Okay. I'm going to make an executive decision and buy the map as well. I want to see what it does.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Oh yeah. Don't know what that did, but it was only 90 cents.
So that's like 9 bottles.
Yeah. Let's have a look if we can check this map. We can.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
I'm going to tell you something about maps, Steve. Do you remember the movie Flight of the Navigator?
Yep.
Do you remember? Don't want to. Well, it's an old movie. If you want to know, don't want spoilers.
I rewatched it in the last year or so.
Okay. So you'll know exactly what it is. So as a little boy, I don't know, Balti boy of the age of 7 maybe, watching that movie, the ending scared the shit out of me. Ending being, it's not the end, but basically, after all his gallivanting around in the spaceship, he comes back to find that his family no longer live at his house. And
yeah,
that nugget scared the shit out of me as a child, as much as the horse in Neverending Story, right? It was a traumatic thing. And growing up, it actually gave me a phobia of getting lost in general. I didn't want to get lost because I wouldn't be able to find anyone. And it was always this sort of anxiety that I'd feel whenever I go, back in the day before cell phones and all that sort of stuff. But then the GPS came out and completely abolished that that fear. So it's kind of cool that technology has gotten rid of an actual ingrained phobia I had.
Yeah, except in Flight of the Navigator, that wouldn't have helped him because the family had moved, so you wouldn't. Even with GPS, you wouldn't know where they are.
True, yeah. But it was more about the idea of being lost and not knowing where
you
anyone
would be
is.
connected via like social media.
Yeah.
You just go on social media and go, "Hey, Dad, where are you now?"
For more
The
details
graphics,
of the map,
rewatching
go
it,
to
it's
your
surprising
journal
how
and
much the
select the
graphics
map
stood up.
tab.
I don't even know how they did it. How much of it's practical and how much of it's CG.
Was it good?
It was before CG, yeah. Well, the story is just like a really interesting concept, but then the implementation's a kid's story, which is good for a kid's story, but not as an adult. But the graphics still look like I thought it was one of those ones where I could picture it perfectly.
Yep.
But when you see it again as an adult, it's like, oh shit, that looks rough. But yeah, the graphics, I couldn't pick any issues with the graphics.
Yeah.
Okay, I've only been partway through the original series, but I'm listening to the guys watching Voyager, two of the actors. I'm rewatching Voyager, and I'm hoping they go into the original series next.
Yeah, the Nextlander guys did a complete playthrough is the wrong word. A complete sort of watchcast of all the Star Trek original series. So it's not a director's commentary style thing that they do. It's more you watch it, they watch it, and you talk about it, like kind of like a book club thing. But I remember going through a large chunk of it. I didn't finish it. I think I watched 2 seasons of the original series, and I swear the perils seemed more perilous in the original series than in the new stuff. Like, the situations that people in just seemed so dire each time.
Yeah.
In your hands, you
There's
hold
a bit more body horror
16
in the
days
original
of
series.
Coldest April by Yekatina Dar. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
And then, yeah, my dad watched all of them. I think I watched a few with him, but we watched the pilot together, and it's one of those things, the pilot especially, because I think it's before there was like a little bit of studio interference. That's why its original series is a bit pulled in different directions. Like sometimes it's a adventure, campy adventure, but the pilot has like really strong, just individually, as it's by itself, is a really strong sci-fi story that then is itself interesting and goes for a while. Like, yeah.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover
Is
were
there something
lined with
inside?
lead. It would do that in Grad. You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
What would you say the longest book you've ever read is, Steve? How many pages?
Real art is dense.
Say it might
and
be 1,000. I almost don't want to
If it
admit
didn't
which
feel
one it
like
is,
you had
but
to wrestle a suicidal
1,000
will
might be the
to get
biggest.
through it, you weren't really reading.
Mine was about 1,000 as well. It was Stephen King's It.
Oh yeah, well, Stephen King ones go pretty big. Mine, I have to say the disclaimer. I think it's okay to say, but I have to give the big disclaimer that I'm not a Scientologist, because it was like a L. Ron Hubbard's Battlefield Earth.
Yeah.
I tell the story. The story is creepy unless you know unless you know one of the genders, because it was actually a gym teacher just saw me just hanging out by myself, and she goes, "You're quiet and into books." So here's one that I had as a little girl. So this whole story could be really creepy, except for some reason when it's a woman, it's okay. But
is the next book Dianetics?
Nah, she just gave me her childhood book of Battlefield Earth. There was no selling of Scientology stuff. Yeah, Battlefield Earth. I remember just it was a beautiful book because it was one of those, because it's old, that the pages were slightly yellowish and had a really good illustrated cover.
Not stuck together, I hope.
No. That was a lady, so she'd have to be really into it to get the pages stuck together. Definitely made way more feel for than me, by the way.
I was the same words. What are you talking about?
But yeah,
The
Battlefield
back
Earth is
cover
actually pretty
is
good.
dominated by a black and white
I
photograph.
hear the movie is absolute garbage.
You didn't watch the movie? I thought at one stage it was at your place.
No,
or did
no.
you just not watch it even though it was on?
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph.
I think there's a bunch
And
of
yet, from this
there's a bunch of
cover,
guys I was
the
looking
eyes
at
of
their
a sad
reviews.
old woman stare back at you.
The one thing about Battlefield Earth is they said when we watched it as a kid when it first came out we thought it was garbage, but now like years afterwards you can almost watch it as a comedy, as just a bad film comedy.
An intricate web of blue lines. It almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory.
Geez, those boots look familiar.
Yeah.
We must have gone to the same shoe store. Maybe, what's the name of a shoe store? Spend Less? Is that a shoe store? Think so?
The Foot Locker.
Foot Locker, there you go.
For you
That's like
to
the perfect
discover,
name for a shoe store.
you've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Someone who knows about history. Who knows about history? Alright, it's time to go look in that cellar anyway. Oh, and we found out that a girl has our gun, which we think might be the girl up here. So let's have a
Hello
quick chat.
again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the call room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
He's just only been there the whole day and still has wet paint.
Really? You're a coal miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, it never happens.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
Cool, I have other
Shoot,
questions.
Piggy.
See ya. Her name's Cindy. Okay, didn't know that. I heard complaints between the previous version and this version, the fully voiced version, is Kuno's voice actor has changed, and people are upset with that. I can't imagine whether it's for the better or the worse.
Yeah, no,
This
I mean,
must
seeing
be
this
it.
one,
The
his
basement
voice is
door is
really annoying, but
The copper nails holding the
I
upholstery
don't know how
in
much is
place
that, but
have
the,
turned green
the things he
across
says
air,
is much worse
and
than the
there's a
voice
knocker
actor.
shaped like a lion's head.
Use Manana's key.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. Only
That sounds
curiosity
terrible.
could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there.
White alligator.
A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
Don't want
As
either
you
of those.
hold the open door, you can feel
Something
the
that'll eat
air.
you or something that'll make you
A little
fucking crazy.
draft, a whistle.
All right, let's go. New place. Oh, looks like
I think voice actor is special, but it's like any media. When they change the voice actor, it's usually very annoying, regardless of how good they are.
yes, we've got
Finally
morale
got some
juice.
magnesium. Yeah.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf.
Oh, is this the
Each
racist
one
mug?
depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Oh, this probably is the racist mug then. Like, dark-skinned woman
I
grinning.
know. I was thinking,
But then-
wondering if it's going to be one of those bad ones. Except the broad-shouldered man means it's maybe not, and they haven't mentioned
Irish.
it being.
It's the Irish always get shit for being potato farmers and all that.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable.
There you go.
So it is.
The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out the yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor.
I guess there is a
the
reason for that.
same
It seems a bit
mocking
fucked up
lines.
though.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
Oh. That's where the clothes were found. So they would have access to the bin.
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Perhaps. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
What if this is the house of the lady, the 8th party, maybe?
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
That's good to
It's
know.
their equivalent of the Confederate flag.
Smell of disinfectant? Whoever lives here, fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. There's not much in here. Oh, hell yeah. We could start looking like an actual person.
An actual cop.
White satin shirt versus... What is our current one?
As was the less authority, but they had some sort of other power.
Shivers and physical. Let's use the logic shirt for now. Look at that. We're quite charming. Matching shirt with our boots. Don't know where these boots came from, but you know.
Yeah.
Suggestion half-light. Okay. Health. Hell yeah. Hang on. Is 3 the maximum? Wasn't there 3 earlier? I'm pretty sure there was.
I don't know.
There's nothing else in here. Okay.
We gotta talk to that dude too.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. though. Did you notice there's a cock and balls on the door?
Oh, yeah, it's... yeah.
Alright, let's have a look at our... What do we got here? We have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world in detail. Track down
No,
your
one
gun.
rich person.
Someone must know something. Find a way into the secret passage. I'd love to do that. Oh, we can send the body to processing. Oh no, there's still that thing though, isn't there?
That thing we gotta work out.
That missing thing. And now actually there's 2 missing things. There's missing boots now as well. Don't know where they went.
We have to, yeah.
It's sad because we could have been brothers.
Yeah, that's the rich woman. But I guess that's pointing us to. Oh.
There's something down there? Okay, how about if we... Hang on, we've got the crowbar. Don't know. Alright, let's go. Hopefully we can do this. Alright, we'll check that out in a second.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
58%'s pretty good. Let's do it. Come on.
Your
Yes!
arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition.
Hell yeah.
It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his feet.
Take a look at this!
All around.
Oh, did that work, did it, Tongs? I didn't hear any sound come out, so I thought it was busted. Okay. Okay. Fingers going in the mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
I play with it. This feels right. I
The
live by that.
tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth.
Did you ever, were you scared as a child that you would swallow your tongue ever? Because I feel that that was always the thing that adults said that sort of stuck there as a possibility. Like if you fall off the fence, you could swallow your tongue or whatever it might be, yeah.
And I've only heard of it as like
You're so
when you're
close. Rip his jaws open now.
if you're in some sort of seizure, but I never had a friend like that.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate.
Jeez. Usually like something like sleeping is like a sleep apnea sort of related thing, but choking on your spit?
You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
Abrasion collar.
There's a pen in his hand, notebook. Okay. Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
What is an abrasion collar? I have no idea. Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
It's a narrow ring of stretched braided skin immediately surrounding projectile wounds such as gunshot wounds.
Jesus. Wow. So he wasn't hanged? Was he shot first, or did he commit suicide and then was hanged? I don't know. All right. Are we feeling around first, pushing deeper? What do you feel? Verdantry, you can choose this one.
Yes, that's what this part is called.
So he killed because if he committed suicide, why would he try and make sure he shoots himself in the way that would be hard to notice?
I just imagine like putting it in your mouth and shooting upwards.
Yeah.
But then you'd think that there'd be an exit wound. I don't know. The other one first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
Oh.
This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Let's push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
There's a cavity. Cut right between the hemispheres. Right between the hemispheres is the corpus callosum.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
I'll be back in 1 second. I just have to go top up my water. I'll put you in the... Oh, Steve, do you want to vamp for a bit?
Yep. Not sure what about. Yeah. I've been streaming. The other game I've been streaming, other than Casting Hero, is Kingdom Come, and we got past the main quest. And I failed the DLC. I didn't think I failed too badly until Fatongal told me that the thing that happened is way more disastrous than when he went through it. A lady got her tongue cut off in mine, and apparently he saved. He managed to at least prevent that. Yeah, there's one final DLC. Other than that, yeah, I'm wondering. Like, without that game, there's probably no reason to necessarily stream, but I might try a few. One thing I'm thinking is just going through a bunch of DOS games that I had when I was young, or liked when I was young.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm assuming so, because the DLC is usually a stream length, like Woman's Lot, the one that was not the Madonna one, but the first one was one stream's worth, so I'm assuming that's what this is. And maybe that other quest that you said was the Talmberg Tavern or something like that. It's that, and maybe a couple of streams of just to show what it's like, Mountain Blade.
That would be cool, because I don't think many people have seen Mountain Blade that much.
Yeah.
Another thing you could do that people haven't seen is like Commodore 64 stuff. The things that we used to play back in the day could be pretty cool.
I think I've thought of that at one stage, but never went back to it.
That'd be rad.
Cavemen Ug Olympics.
That and Michael Jackson Moonwalker was a pretty good one.
Oh god. Yeah.
There was a G.I. Joe one that we played. How about that jousting one? The one that we played jousting with, the Robin Hood style one.
Yeah, because it doesn't have Robin Hood brand, but it's like it's something of the kingdom.
Yeah.
And you play Lord. You're one of 6 lords. And you got to basically fight the others. But for whatever reason, there's the Sherwood Forest, and Robin Hood is in the Sherwood Forest, and you can become mates with him, and he helps you siege one of the castles where you do.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
But that was...
Oh, Goonies. Goonies was good too.
Oh yeah. That was incredible co-op game too. Just got bullshit hard at one point.
All right, let's see what's on the end of our finger.
But yeah, because I got out the emulator, but I think I only played Caveman Ug Olympics, and that was the main game I played, and a few others didn't work properly.
Yeah. I reckon you should definitely do it. A stream of Commodore 64 stuff would be rad. The only other person I know that ever does any sort of streaming of Commodore 64 is Jeff Gerstmann.
Okay.
The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Ooh, we've got good interfacing. Oh, we should definitely do it, but first... Oh, hang on. Can we change our... Did we take off an... Oh, we can't go to our inventory. A t-shirt.
Time for bloody hard off!
Time for a bloody hard off. Let's say we feel a solid object first.
Can you get to it?
All right, come on. Yes.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp. Like
Drop it!
You press your teeth together. Your jaw is clenched. All you need to do is just...
I got it.
Good, good.
Let's pull our fingers out, shall we, Steve?
Yeah.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
Ooh.
A bullet.
Hell yeah. Tongs, this is what you wanted? Drop it.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under
We did
his
some actually
eyes
good cop
and
work in
says,
front of him.
We did. That's what we've been working on, our cop work and perception, which is good. Because it sort of adds to the narrative that we've solved like 200 cases. What
Also,
do I...
we can send the body away now.
We can, absolutely. For the command stuff, I use trigger fire.
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Okay. Feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury.
Oh, yeah, the
list.
precincts
Injury
is-
number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth.
Chat, Steve and I have a friend named Aaron. And when he was a little boy, he and I were jumping on the bed, up and, on the bed and off the bed, just like kids do. And I remember he had in fact, he did it twice. One time he had a ruler in his mouth as he was bouncing back and forth, and he tripped and the ruler hit the soft palate of his mouth and did some damage. And the second time he did the same thing, but he had a snorkel in his mouth and he had to go to hospital because there was some sort of damage to his soft palate.
High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput.
Exactly.
How does that sound?
Sounds like heaven.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Yes.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, there's all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation. There have been other signs too.
Awesome.
Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and...
Oh, shut up, Logic.
I think I need to wash myself. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Awesome. Maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Oh, what if it was our gun? That would be awful. Now that
Yeah,
doesn't make sense because we came after the body was strung up.
Yeah.
Poof.
I guess, yeah, I couldn't.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real
But for
killer,
investigating
the
her
real
own murder.
motivation. What really happened here?
We came over earlier, shot him, left, and then came back for the investigation.
Who would do
That's
this?
for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier. We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema.
Yeah.
I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You be gone? What should I do in the meantime?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Oh, we've got our trust back! We've got our trust!
The word lingers in the air of the basement. Far away, ice cream makers are buzzing, and the sea wind blows outside. Detective.
Oh.
Morale here.
Oh, we already had full morale.
Yeah, it's still good though.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Alright. Take him away, Kim!
Alright.
I guess there's a hinting for us to like wait till later in the day before we send him away.
Just maybe don't do the main objective. I don't know. We can always...
There's a fair amount of stuff to do anyway, I guess.
For sure.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Hell yeah.
I was wondering why, like, we're giving him the bullet, because I thought, wouldn't you just bag it as evidence? And then I realized, because they're from two different competing precincts, so they're still bagging it, but that's who gets the credit.
We're going to unlock and then internalize this new thought.
I didn't realize you could see his skeleton in this mode.
Oh, yeah. And these beautiful boots that we don't know where they came from.
You can't see his feet skeleton, though.
Alright, let's have a look. What do we got? Oh, we got the new map thing here. That's cool. Cargo container door. Oh, okay, so the points of interest, you can click there and... Okay, fair enough. Alright, what are we going to do now? Steve, your choice of the next thing. What do we want to do? I'll leave this open so you can see.
If we're going to knock out some like easy ones without Kim, then maybe the one I know from this is the talk to a rich lady about history. I forget what that's for though.
About the history, the tattoos, I think.
Oh, the tattoos, yeah. So the only rich lady I know is the one to the west.
Did it specifically say rich lady?
Oh, right, yeah. She has a yacht. Yeah, because she's the one right now, the rebel that we talked to before, the coal miner.
Yeah.
They hate each other.
But what? I don't understand why she needs to be rich. Well, like, why is it indicating her? Like, if I go...
Well, I don't know the leap of logic, but there was text that said, look for someone who...
Where's the...
You want someone who knows about history, possibly a rich people generally know about history, which is a huge leap, but if it's making that leap, then that's where we'd go. A victim studies, yeah.
Yeah. You should probably talk to about two people.
I know it said something about a rich person.
It was probably when I went... I don't know if it was rich. I don't remember that just while I was asking, but we can go in here. Oh, actually, let's look at this quickly.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCN stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
We could talk to the lawyer. Did it say something we needed to talk to the lawyer about?
Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Right.
The squished little thing has no idea. I know. You should find the gun that shot this bullet.
Find the gun that shot it.
That sounds like something a police detective would do.
Cool.
First, you should learn all you can about this little guy. Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. He used it to kill your victim. Neato. The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. Far away, Lieutenant Kitsuragi is flipping through stations in his Kanima. He is not here examining the bullet with you. He should be. He would find this very intriguing. Mention it to him later when he's here.
Cool. Yeah, so if we go to the tattoos and then interact.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches. It almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory, but not quite. For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Yeah, so that's what I remember. I don't remember the rich person, but we can always ask her.
I'm not going crazy. There has to be something. There was some mention of rich person. I think the dialogue, it changes the dialogue to prove, just in case there's two people co-oping this, and then one of them noticed it, and it changes it just in case that happens to make the other person sound silly.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Thank you, Tongs.
Number 5.
There we go.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
No, the number 1. No one of
Better not
tattoos.
tie the fourth day to the bat stay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
We do need to chase this up too.
This reality.
Maybe this was the rich person thing?
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it. But then I'm no doctor.
Yes.
Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Shit. Damn. Do you reckon these will kill us?
I mean, I don't think anything will directly kill us, and we got plenty of morale. But I don't know.
We can both try them.
Conceptualization is way too low, but if you wanted to try the Spirit of the Corpse one, that might be doable.
Alright, we'll do these ones first.
We're in Martinez, baby.
Ooh, hello.
This is so weird.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution.
We don't need to know
that much. It has its charms, just not this time of year. I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
What are these times?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
Ha! And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Enough about these times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality.
What are
Is there
you?
anything else you want to know? What I am not is a basic term of reality.
Okay.
There may be a way to get her speaking about herself at some later juncture.
Okay. What is this?
What the hell is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Take a look at this!
Keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
What, really?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
Let me ask something else.
Of course.
Alright, we're gonna go
Ask me
for it.
anything.
Here goes.
It remains a mystery what she'd mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's
Okay,
about
we didn't get
reality.
hit for anything bad at least.
Okay. What about this one?
Us.
A strange coldness comes over you.
Damn it.
As you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all.
Didn't get hurt. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get punished at least.
What is this acute epilepsy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
What causes it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
I'm gonna say the former. We don't drink alcohol around here, do we? Alright, this is gonna go dark for a second. Gotta charge my headset.
But do people who have long-term drinking have, like, I know there's memory losses when you pass out, but short-term memory losses, you don't have retrograde amnesia no matter how much you drink.
Oh, it's probably from the surgery then.
That seems unlikely.
Oh.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
Jesus.
Wow. Naughty
Glad to
necktie.
have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
No, that's it for now.
Of course, detective. Take care.
Alright, let's have a look what we've got. I thought we just did. Oh, we need to talk to two people about it.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe
Also,
that
she didn't really talk about it too.
the bookstore lady might know?
Yeah.
Oh, is this what it is?
That
Joyce
might
is
have been
rich?
it. Yeah.
Okay. Tongs wanted to go speak to the... It's snowing now. Wanted to go speak to the lawyer lady, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we're going to turncoat, maybe? Switch from the union side, which become a corporate lapdog?
Or maybe we just tell Titus about the muscle man that we kicked the shit out of, calling him a girly man, basically.
Yeah.
What's this? Hey, they're playing Platonic. Yeah, let's quickly equip. We want the bag instead of this. No. Lawyer lady's inside. This is who you meant, Tongs?
I've
No,
got
that's
nothing
the
to
that's
say to you.
the
Why are you wasting your time?
that's not the corporate lawyer. That's the lawyer for the dock workers.
Who's the corporate lawyer then? I don't remember. I'm gonna ask if she's the hardy girl though.
I am not.
Okay.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Hey.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
That's steady on.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you're being the judging one.
No, I was just on her side because basically she said something similar. So I was like, yeah, fuck you, Glenn.
100% certified. Got him.
There you go.
This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
All right, maybe we'll talk later. All right, so who's this corporate lady that you spoke of?
Lawyer.
Yeah. Who is that?
But not necessarily a lady.
Oh, then who's that then? I want to know how to get to the roof of this place.
The door is closed.
I don't want to knock on it harder or break my hand. Where do we go then? Let's have a look. What do we got? Find the murder weapon. You know what we could do is actually go to the pawn shop again, because he sells guns. There's also the girls at the top of the stairs near the racist. Where's the pawn shop again?
Someone we haven't met.
Downstairs. Ooh. Sewer grate. It's interesting that mentioning the sewer grates.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
Ooh, it's like They Live.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let's look through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
It's like when we went to Bali, Steve. Remember how everyone's trying to sell Ray-Bans?
Yeah.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Shall we try it?
Also... I could try.
Okay. Come on. Yes!
Oh.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
Ray bums. Might as well have been.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become
yeah.
a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. All right, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater.
Yep.
Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer! You look so cool! And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
That's not a good sign.
These are not good. We don't want our perception to go down because we put all our stats in perception.
Yeah, we rely on it. Also, I don't like the sales guy.
Yeah, and $3, get the fuck out of here. Let's look at these ones.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face.
Psycho, how you doing?
In your nose.
Good morning.
Against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
Okay, we'll definitely talk to them after we get out of the pawn shop.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
Nah, they're both shit. Logic we want, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. This guy's shit himself. All right, mister.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
That's true.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Okay, sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
We know how to turn the screws if we need to, though. Alright.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you have any recordings of blah 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 blah?
The Coldima Madakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I wouldn't have guessed you know what that is.
That's fair. It's been a long time since my Coldima Madakwa hunting days.
Hunting?
Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
Do you have any recordings now?
I'm not sure. I wasn't even sure about our old recordings, which I no longer have. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for. Would you like to hear?
Yes, it's absolutely necessary.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning.
How's Rams? She is very good. You know what? Let me quickly go see if I can find her. Maybe I can bring her on stream for a second. 1 second. So the good news is I have her right next to me, but she's on Lisa's work chair. But if she's right near, there's a chance that she may just jump up and say hello at some point. Actual appearance. What's that? Hey. There we go. Yes. Hey. Hey. Come on. There she is. Look at that. She loves this. It's like those telescopic, like old school car aerials, like the telescopic poles. It's got like a back scratcher end on that. She's absolutely mad for it. Okay. Well, now that I've got this mouse rumps, I can move it around. All right, let's see. Hey.
Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest, breathing is becoming difficult. Not good.
What?
Not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this.
Why is this hurting us?
There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside of your range of vision and watching you.
We need Kim.
He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
Seagulls?
And skewers, but
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
I want to ask about the gun again.
Sure thing.
Damn, nothing.
Sure, man.
Well, we took a damage for absolutely no reason, but luckily we've got heaps of aspirin to take care of it. All right, we'll go talk to the people, the two dudes playing petanque.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Okay.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
All right, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit.
Jesus.
Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
All right, I think we should go for it. What do you think? We got +2 on acting without hesitation. Do it.
70%'s pretty good.
Oh no! We failed a 72. This is some XCOM bullshit. Although
this felt
didn't look bad.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
Well, if that feels wrong, then I don't know what's right.
God.
Mon Dieu.
I don't have a
Good
sister,
job,
by the way, so I
officer.
can make comments like that.
That was an excellent throw.
Oh.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
That's on some whiplash shit right there. The throw was terrible and you know it. No need to mock me.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
Oh yeah. Pétanque's great. Remember playing that in year 8?
I don't think I know it.
So it's kind of like lawn bowls, but instead of rolling it, you have to sort of cup it with your hand and flick it with your wrist, and yet, like, it's the same kind of rules. You have to get closer to the kitty. Speaking of kitties,
Right, you can knock the kitty and do stuff like that.
yeah, I think so. They look like snitches as well. They're metal balls with sort of grooves on it.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your neck, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
That's just how Johnny Ballgame is. Extraordinary.
Right. Was the demonstration it? Or do you still need something from us, officer?
Renee, I found your guard booth. What?
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Oh, we did find his guard booth. That's, yeah. I saw a picture there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
Fair enough.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu.
Thank
and
you.
she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
You must have seen something. Your booth is right there.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working your shift?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
Wait, it's been unguarded for a week?
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Wow, apparently it is.
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
So it doesn't matter if you're there or not?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Alright, Saiku. Your decision time. We'll just let Rhymes out 1 second, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay, long choices, no worries. Can't believe we lost a 72 roll. Though we did win a really, I think it was like 22 earlier or 26 or something.
There's one I really like. But I'm not influencing any choices.
Okay. Before I click it, once so we'll choose whatever Saiku says, and then you tell us which one you liked. All right. Which one, Steve, did you like?
I liked 5 just because we've got the tear bag. I guess we don't have it in our hand, but holding up the tear bag is some sort of like, I do that too.
It's not charity. Not to me. Up there, I give it all I got. I earn my keep. But you're right, officer. There is no middle ground. It's do or die.
Got it, thanks.
Yes, like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Do you know anything about a man being hanged?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
What about police women?
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna drop it.
I know the kind. Gaston here is the same. A weather vane.
It's like from
Never
the
stood up for
1920s.
anything in his life either.
Oh, René. If you only knew life beyond confrontations, conflict, and extremities.
Okay, I don't give two shits about the statue of Philip.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition.
Okay.
Even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups.
Coach, physical instrument. Does that mean you'll call me a maggot and a Nancy boy to motivate me?
Does a master swordsman insult his own blade? No. I'm going to turn you into an athletic benchmark, you big pussy.
Yes, sir. Forge me into organic steel, coach.
He says he's
It's
not going to do
going
it,
to
and he
take blood,
finishes with calling you a big pussy.
Piss and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy,
Piss.
you will be a master athlete.
Wait, why piss?
When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that.
Hardward, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's do it, coach. I'm with you.
Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana. The Homo Athleticus.
MVP Lise has brought me dinner. What's this? All right, where did we want to go? We wanted to go up to where the racist is, right? Because there's two women there that could potentially be a Hardy girl.
I guess so. They haven't spoken much, have they?
One of them did a little bit, reminded me of Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They're not interactable. But also I can't go here anymore. So I have no idea how I'm going to go get back to where the dude was, where I sat in the chair and it hurt me. Wash off the death smell. We could go have a wash now. Prove your authority. Talk to Titus and establish authority. Okay. I guess there's two things to do in here. A wash is probably the first thing we want to do there. Man, what I'd do for the karaoke though.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. It's still so it's basically the music we have to find, right? We've found the song name, but gotta find the actual song.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Which actor would I have voice Rams? I don't know, actually. What about Margot Robbie? Since Rams is an Australian pusscat. Alright, block your eyes, everyone.
Oh, yeah, I guess she has a slightly distinctive voice.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid.
DG, how you doing?
A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Let's take the beer cans out.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Excellent, well, welcome in. Sit back and relax while we do some heinous shit in this game.
They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Linger in the bathtub.
Your fingers grow pale.
Ooh, we got a health back.
With tiny whirls as the water cools.
Imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
Might need to wash in the sink in the kitchen.
Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Oh yeah. Verdantry, quick question if you're still there. Do you know how to get to the roof? I'm not sure exactly where the exit is. Like, we can see the girl upstairs having a smoke. Okay. Weird. Because I haven't even seen the doorway. Alright, let's save it before we speak to these guys, because they can easily kill us.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Let's let us stop him in.
We could wear something with authority. Just found a bullet in the hangman's head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Truly curious. If you hanged him, how did they get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
We probably shouldn't do this without Kim, actually.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Ooh. Authority. We could wear some authority gear too. Okay. Let's talk to old gal.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
Actually, all this seems like a waste of time.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
No,
yes.
there's another thing. Oh, what's this?
So did we talk to the library lady?
The library lady. Who's the library lady?
Or the person selling books?
No, we didn't.
Because that was, yeah.
Let's
that
go
was
then.
the tattoo.
Hope so. She's not real happy with us though, because we broke the curse.
Broke down? The back door? The wards? The door? It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Okay, maybe she's not going to be that happy.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
Well, I've looked around. I can tell you what I saw.
Okay, I'm willing to listen.
Cool.
We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, did you encounter the malignant entity?
No, don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the
Oh,
shape
the
of
chimney.
a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
You mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace?
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building.
Maybe that
Do
unlocks.
return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
You should get back to the furnace. Make some noise.
Okay. Let's do it. Oh, we don't have our light. Gotta put that on. Do we get to put on the charcoal on our face again?
Oh, yeah, we got no one to tell us no.
Coal dust
Yes!
covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero.
Oh, yeah.
God, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. 3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul. What a proud warrior. This is how the hunted becomes the hunter in this dark, dangerous place.
Ooh. We get an extra 1 because we've got the war paint on. Let's do it.
Cool.
Come on.
Something
Yes!
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
That sounds like a regular person.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the 2nd floor. I'll open it.
Sweet.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Let's, because we leveled up just then, let's put another point in here. And then do our physical instrument. Intense workout.
It'd be funny if it's still on, that stuff's still on her face the next morning. Kim gets back and goes,
You've been in that bloody chimney again. With our boots and the chimney.
yeah. It's like every time I let him out of my sight, he comes back with some stupid thing that I stopped him from doing before.
Totally. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Full of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Nice. This is Verdantree's kind of person.
Or her voice reminds me of the character from the new Blade Runner, the one that makes the dreams.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing
One
games?
with
You know
3
the one made
swords,
by
2
Fortress
shields, and a
Accident.
skull.
Does that count?
That was a Hero Quest reference.
Mm-hmm. Got to play some Hero Quest. Be awesome.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
And you never took your eyes off to look out the window.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
What do you mean by ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids.
Yep.
And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Let's see. Where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
I've heard this place is cursed.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Yep.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Don't know why the bookshop hasn't gone bankrupt.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hang on. The Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
No, the Whirling isn't doing well either. The waitress just took off.
And then there is me.
Should we order a die from her?
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
She thinks that you're the source.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
We could try it. What do you think? Should we go for it?
70%. Doesn't look like there's a penalty.
Alright.
Yeah, try it.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Don't know if we should take off our clothes. That seems a bit weird.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief, the tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
Alright, let's see what dice we can make.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Alright, Verdantry, you're up. What kind of dice should we make? Number 2?
What do you mean by cursed?
Alright, continue up. What do you mean by cursed, Verdantry?
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
It's a deal.
Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Cool. Well, that was good.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I think our worry is if we told her who's actually there, she might dob her in for not paying rent or...
Oh, you reckon she's that kind of person?
That's the only worry. I don't necessarily think she is, but that would be my worry if you suddenly told her.
Tongs, what do you reckon? Should we inquire about the entity? Let her know?
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Okay.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
Okay.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
This is you, Steve.
Number one.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
First, you're one of the inconsistencies.
Okay.
I'm not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simone's wards to thank for the protection they provide. Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there.
I'll clear off.
Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
Yeah.
There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
We did get a lot of XP. That was great. All right. Well, I reckon what we will do is we'll move into the town and then we'll save it and call it there. We're on 2.5 hours. That's the average time we've been going for these streams.
Yeah, she didn't give us the history, the ink, the tattoos, right? Or any information about the tattoos.
No, she wasn't an option.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us, especially for the new people that have come in. DG, it's good to see you. It's been ages since I've seen you in here, so that's cool. And yeah, upcoming streams. Let's see. Anything you're doing, Steve? You're going to do that?
Yeah, probably got one final run of Kingdom Come.
Yep.
I don't know when, though.
Then Mountain Blade, maybe, or old games?
Mountain Blade or DOS or Commodore 64, because that is actually probably is. Commodore 64 is hard because the keyboard is so different.
Just have to put it in British keyboard. Have you ever done that by accident? And you go to do quotation marks and realize it's actually Shift 2?
Sort of, but it's more like the function keys are weird,
Mhm.
like where they're down the side. Because a lot of games use those, but when they're laid out horizontally, it doesn't make as much sense.
Yeah.
And also, function keys are kind of special in most things in like PCs, but on Commodore 64, they're like one of the primary inputs. It's like very weird. Most things are based around them.
Yeah.
It's just weird stuff like that, and if your keys don't line up to like, there'll be a weird key binding because the Commodore 64 key doesn't exist on the PC thing, or vice versa.
Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna do a raid. I don't know what I'm gonna stream for this weekend. I did some Rocksmith earlier today. Maybe I could do a bit more of that. We'll see what comes up. Maybe some Uncharted 4 as well. Got to continue doing that. We're going to send a raid over to Pixel Turkey. She's an awesome pixel artist and plays a lot of retro games as well, which has been pretty great.
I've actually looked at her stream before, just randomly, because I didn't know her. Looked at her stream before joining this one.
She's cool. Oh, there's a Clunks that's been secretly hiding in the background. Nice. Hello to you. I'll move you over to here. And I'll send you guys across. Until next time, everyone. Take care.